In this video, I have brought you the solution of Model Questions English 2018, including literature section. Hi, I'm Sanjeev and you all are welcome to my channel. Let's begin with short questions. In examinations, you have to attempt 5 short questions and each short question carries 2 marks. As the instruction reads, you need to answer these short questions in about 75 words. In fact, it's a new provision. The limitation of words is something new introduced in this very particular year. So whenever you answer these short questions, make sure that you write just the answer in 1 paragraph. So though it is 75 words, it can be up to 90, 100. You don't worry about that. And as you see the question pattern, first you have question number A, and then you have B. B follows an option, and question D also has an option. That means though there are altogether 7 questions, you need to only attempt only 5 questions. 5 questions. Question number B has an alternative or option. So is the case with D. Whereas question number A, C, and E, they are compulsory. You cannot skip them. So let's see the answers now. Question number A, why was the success? Question number A, why was the success of Rakesh a matter of discussion in the neighborhood? When you answer to this question, make sure that you answer to the point. Since you only have 75 words, एउटा त उले एकदमै धेरै हाईएस्ट मार्क्स ल्याएको छ एक्जाममा, मेडिकल एक्जाममा all over the country. सेकेन्ड रिजन, त्यस्तो मान्छे उसको सक्सेस जुन उले पाएको छ त्यस्तो सफलता अरूले त्यो नेबरहुडमा पाएका थिएन. र अर्को कुरा भनेको मिडल क्लासको हो, प्यारेन्ट्स स्कुल जानु भएको छैन. त्यस्तो हुँदाहुँदै पनि his success is very, remarkable. Therefore everybody talks about his success. Number B, describe the irritating thing that the people do with the strange old man, a very old man with enormous wings by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So त्यो बाहिरबाट आएको मान्छेलाई how people treat him, very not in a proper way, but how they treat him very bad. So people did not treat this strange old man well. They threw stones at him. एउटा त ढुङ्गाले हानिरहेका छन्, अर्को हेर्नको लागि सुतिरहन्छ नि त त्यो. सो उठोस् भनेर even they burned him, they poked him with a hot iron. So उसलाई कति पीडा हुन्छ, how much that old man had to suffer. They don't care. In fact, when the old man is in trouble, it seems ऊ समस्यामा हुँदा अरूलाई रमाइलो भयो जस्तो. These are the things you have to mention in your answer. Likewise, B has an option. B को साटो अर्को क्वेशन गरे पनि भयो, describe marriage as a social institution. So why marriage is a social institution? A marriage को common definition भनेकै it's like the union of 2 people, हैन? But more than that, writer Stephen L. Nock defines marriage as a social institution. यो word सम्झिनु होला, because it has legal, moral, and conventional assumptions. You cannot forget that. And with the course of time, बिहे त पहिलेदेखि अहिलेसम्म गर्ने चेन्ज भइरहेको हुन्छ, and the rules are accepted within the society, they are understood within the society. Therefore, the way we marry in Hindu culture is different from the way people marry in Islam culture. हामीले कबुल हे सुनेका छौं, Christianity हेरेका छौं मुभीहरुमा. In the name of Holy God, I accept him as my spouse. Voila. So therefore, marriage is a social institution. Number C, human beings are connected with hope. Do you agree or disagree with this statement from the poem The Awakening Age by Ben Okri? So Ben Okri, he has written this poem in the context of, the Nigerian Civil War. After Nigerian Civil War, the country Nigeria was divided into North Nigeria and South Nigeria in terms of the opinion of people. र उनले के भने भन्दा होइन, मान्छे यसरी बाँडिनु भन्दा आशा के राख्छन् भने he expects the hope for the union between North Nigeria and South Nigeria. अब आशाले त कहिले हुन्छ भन्दा डिफिकल्ट सिचुएसनमा आशाले गर्दा मान्छेलाई त्यो आशाले गर्दा त्यो ओभरकम गर्न, त्यो सिचुएसनबाट बाहिर आउनको लागि हेल्प गर्छ भनेको कारण hope, it's a very good thing because it connects the people, it makes them hopeful even in the hopeless situation. So this question basically asks for your opinion, but when you write answer to this question, also make sure that you bring some answers, some references from that particular poem by Ben Okri. C has luckily option for you. How can wisdom be taught? Give examples. And this essay by Russell, Tinta Kura, we can teach wisdom by teaching love for humanity, by being free from hatred, and by developing an understanding of others. An example, Queen Elizabeth ko, Henry ko, Abraham Lincoln ko, how they had understanding of others, how they were free, and how they taught love for humanity, and as a result, they were the wise people. And number E, how does famous actress tries to convince earnest young woman from the very one a matter of husband? इनले कथा बनाई अर्नेस्ट यङ वुमनलाई इनले कसरी कन्भिन्स गर्छन् भन्दा दुईटा कुरा सम्झिनु पर्यो। यिनी झुट बोल्छिन् एकतिर, अर्कोतिर कथा बनाउँछिन्। कथा के बारे? कथा लभ लेटरको बारे कि तिमीले पाएको लभ लेटर त इट वाज लेफ्ट बाई योर हस्बेन्ड इन्टेन्सनली। अर्को कुरा भनेको मलाई फुल कहाँ पठाएको थियो र फुल पठाएको नाटक गरेको, मेरो कपाल भेटेको थियो नि, त्यो कपाल त सायद तिम्रो हस्बेन्डले तिमीलाई जेलस बनाउनको लागि मेरो हेयर ड्रेसरलाई केही पैसा तिरेर ल्याएको। सो सी मेक्स 3 स्टोरीज अनि सी इज एबल टु कन्भिन्स the earnest young woman that her husband is just playing a prank on her, right? So he's just playing a little comedy to make her jealous. So she's very, very tactful. She's a great liar. So it tinta kura samjhinu paryo when you answer this question number E. Now, when you go to longhand questions, then you have to attempt 2 long questions. Each carries 5 marks. Again, this time, you have the word limitation, it's 150 words. So tentatively 2 to 3 paragraphs you can write. Question number A, and A is followed by an option, and there you have question number B. So A ma duita questions A athava option euta garnos ra B ta compulsory bhayo, you need to do that. Let's say question number A. Explain the following lines with reference to the context. Ani there is a poem, I was my own route, and you explain garnu bhaneko cha. So when we explain the lines with reference to the context, पहिलो त context clarify गर्नुस्, कुन कविताबाट आएको हो, को कवि हो, र यो context मा यो as a whole मा यसको theme के? 3टा कुरा. I repeat, the poem, the poet, and the overall theme in these lines that you notice. First paragraph मा explain गर्नुस्, second paragraph मा चाहिँ हजुरले यो lines लाई गरेर explain गर्नु होला. One by line you just explain these lines. So the context हरु first paragraph. These lines are the concluding lines last तिरबाट extracted from the poem. Poem is given. Poet Julia D. Burgess, and there you can see the theme. Overall, if you notice these lines, the speaker expresses a sense of independence on your son. हजुरले पढ्नु होला अनि उनी भन्छिन् म त अबि बाटो छोडेर हिँडिस, the desire to follow man warped in me भन्ने लाइन छ. That means when she says the desire to follow man warped in me, died in me, means she rejects that patriarchal norms. र त म आफ्नै बाटोमा हिँडे भन्छन्, म त हिँड्छु मेरै बाटो खुट्टा तान्दै गर, is exactly what she says. And second paragraph मा चाहिँ हजुरले यो यतापट्टि दिएको explanations लाई यो lines लाई explain गर्नु होला. So you can bring some of the lines in your explanations that adds credibility. One line, I was all in me as was life in me, means now she has realized her identity, her individuality, her self, her existence is very important, much more important than, following the patriarchal rules. She does not want to be like man wants her to be. Man भनेको यहाँ patriarchy हो भन्ने कुरा बुझ्नु पर्यो. अब उनी त hide and seek नखेल्ने आफ्नो अस्तित्वसँग, she is ready to move in the directions. Okay, she is going to break from the social expectations and she is going to create her own path. A options, sketch the character of Monsieur Durand from the play Facing Death, a very great tragedy. Character भनेको कथा लेख्ने होइन, त्यो पात्रको केही विशेषता लेख्ने हो. फेरि कथा लेख्ने भनेर पुरै कथा होइन. For example, he is the protagonist with role मा छ नि त, he is in the role of a widower, श्रीमती मरिसकेकी छिन्, he has 3 daughters, he is a pensioner. The character हेर्नुहुन्छ भने he is unlucky husband, unlucky father. Because unlucky husband किनकि His wife always blamed him, unlucky father, because his 3 daughters, they always blame him for that very terrible financial condition. तर उसको characteristics भन्छ भने ऊ त साँच्चैकै बाबा हो नि, he is a true father, because अन्तिममा he dies for the bright future of his daughter. So second मा चाहिँ you are going to explain his main characteristics, that is, he is a loving and very caring father. Though he is blamed, he does not blame his girls. And finally, kathako antimtira, he sets the house on fire and drinks poison to receive money from fire insurance for the sake of the future of his daughter. What else a father could do more than this? And question number B, how does the play make a satire on feudal system of Nepali society of the late 18th century? The Bull by Vimni Ditiwari. It's another questions from one act play. A feudal system, also known as feudalism. Feudalism system को पहिले definition छ. Land owners, providing land. हामी त्यसलाई सामन्तवाद भन्छौँ नि. र यो कथामा चाहिँ यो एकाङ्कीमा चाहिँ feudalism refers to राज संस्थालाई, monarchyलाई बुझाएको छ. Because it shows the dark side of monarchy. राजा एकदम powerful, जनतालाई दुःख दिने, जनता भन्दा उसलाई प्यारो त्यो bull, जनावर भन्दा बत्तर अवस्था जनताको. That very projection is there in the play. Second paragraph, feudal system को अर्को विशेषता भनेको imbalance of power हुन्छ. एउटा कोही powerful, कोही powerless हुन्छन्. राजा powerful, जनता powerless. भने feudal system एकदमै चाकरी हुन्छ. ए हजुर भनेर यस्तो हात मोल्दै हैन. लाग्छ कि people bend as if they don't have the backbones. देख्छौ नि हामी हिन्दी मुभीहरुमा टाइपको देखिरा हुन्छौ अहिले पनि साउथ इन्डियन फिल्महरुमा. गुड. अनि लक्ष्मीनारायणले हजुर तीनचोटी स्वस्ति 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 गोरेर जितमान जसरी रुन्छन्. बुल सर भन्दै राजाबाट के टिप्स पाउन. These are the expressions of chakari in the play. This brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you also equally understood it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.